Welcome, everyone. Thank you for those who were watching during the live stream of the Co-Ed 1 Championship. A game that looked like it was going to get out of hand, and then it turned out to be quite a game. So I replaced Alexis Dubois in the booth for play-by-play duties, and I'm joined once again by Ignacio Manzanedo. Of course, people know you more as Iggy Magnets.
Yeah, a lot easier to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Iggy, we have the Division 4A Championship set to begin.
Yep.
On one end, we have Mongoose making the return from winter 2017 was the last time we saw this group. Of course, a lot of familiar faces. They've played throughout FPF.
Yeah.
I see François Delorier. You know him from Co-Ed, of course.
Absolutely.
And we have on the other end, we have Small Giants. Small Giants, Justin Lerner's team, the team where he plays quarterback. The familiar faces we've known throughout FPF, Darren McDaisy, and so on and so forth. When you see this matchup, what comes to mind for you?
So what comes to mind as I covered the division this year is a very efficient Mongoose offense going against pretty aggressive Small Giants defense. So I'm looking at the Alex Godet versus Justin Lerner at the safety position. And, I saw a bit of their game against Takeover in the semifinals. That's Mongoose, that is. And I loved Alex Godet's deep ball. It was there. He has a nice, a bit of a strange arm mechanic for it, but absolutely effective. Good reading.
The rusher never gets in his way because of that awkward release point.
Exactly. So I'm looking for that, and Justin Lerner playing the safety position, taking that away.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. Alex Godet, of course, brings in a championship pedigree, and nobody knows that more than myself, having beaten my checkmate team in 2013 for a championship. And the teams are now meeting at center field to discuss who will be starting with the ball and who will be starting on defense. Mongoose have an interesting narrative coming into the game. Along their path into the finals, Iggy, they lost to all three of the teams they faced.
Mm-hmm.
I've said before, Mongoose are exceptional the second time you play them, and they showed us by beating the Stoics in the first round by a 34-18 score and a 38-19 score for Takeover. Can we expect the same kind of outing here as they face Small Giants after losing to them handily early in the season?
Yeah, I absolutely think that trend will continue. It's one of Mongoose's greatest strengths, and I think that strength starts with François Delorier, his knowledge of the game, the way he consumes other teams' game attack and defense, and then his ability to game plan against that.
It's also a little bit goes to Alex Godet in terms of when he first plays a team he doesn't recognize, he's very conservative.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he knows what to expect, he looks to exploit it immediately, and it tends to have the other defense reeling. That said, Small Giants defense anchored by Darren McDaisy. I think he's going to have some things in store for Mongoose as well.
Yeah, they use him a bit kind of in a multi-faceted way. They use him a bit as a rusher, sometimes as a DB cover corner. So let's see his impact of the game here. As Mongoose, actually, Wade Jr. Shallcross just played in the Co-Ed 1 final, playing a back-to-back game. So let's see if he's really warmed up or if he's a little tired after racking up all the tackles in Co-Ed 1.
Well, Wade Shallcross is the Darren McDaisian of Mongoose. He's that piece you can use in a variety of different places.
Very versatile. Yeah.
I'm curious to see how they deploy him in this game. It does look as though Small Giants will start with the ball.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm wondering if, it looks like they took their time in the huddle. I expect something other than all hooks here.
We'll see. Justin Lerner has a bounce formation. He receives the snap. He has essentially all hooks.
Yep.
Thus proving you wrong.
Yep.
So way to start wrong.
Yeah, it's usually how I start. But look, it's a play that almost every team starts off with. So look, I've picked up on that. So my usual first play on defense is to play aggressive.
Everybody break on hooks.
Yes.
And if we get burned, we get burned.
Yeah.
Nick Madamenos with that short catch. Now second and long. Triple slants to the left. The ball delivered over the top and caught. On the sideline was Darren McDaisy.
Yeah, a bit of an aggressive tackle there by the Mongoose DB. Didn't get to see his number there. But aggressive tackle, but at least a sure tackle and not letting McDaisy get the rest of the sideline.
It's just the experience there. And I believe it was Marc-Antoine Bigay, that's it. Sorry, I couldn't.
Your
see the name.
handwriting is
My
chicken
handwriting is
scratch.
terrible. Triple slants to the right, to the quarterback's right this time, and this time it's incomplete. Yeah, the tackle there by Bigay, you saw him use the sideline as a defender,
Right.
sort of trap Darren McDazian, and McDazian had nowhere to go. He saw it. He gave it up right away.
Yeah.
Just to give up his flags.
And so here, I looking over my left side here, I see Matthew Lerner, the Justin Lerner brother. Maybe he has some tips to give Justin on that bit of a short throw to Theo Bekelis on the sideline.
I think that was just sort of a safe ball placement.
Yeah.
It's sort of, if my guy gets it, great. If not, it's second down and 10. And that's where we're at now.
Sure.
Second and 10. Justin Lerner having a bit of a tight formation to his right. Looks, delivers over the middle, and this time it is trapped by the snapper right in the middle of the field. It's a great catch.
Yeah, that's Greg Christelis. Very sure hands, is a all-star, but not from the Division 4 all-stars. He's a Division 5 all-star, but nonetheless, very, very good, very reliable snapper, great hands. Let's see his impact in today's game.
Yeah, during the season, the Small Giants had 5 receivers at about 250-ish yards and up.
Yeah.
Christelis is one of them, of course. 244 yards, 6 touchdowns on the season. He gets ready to snap the ball on third down. It's delivered quickly. It is caught and quickly deflagged in the flat by Wade Shawcross Jr.
Yeah, and looking at Theo Bekelis when you're on the sideline or even from above here, big guy.
Yeah. Terrifying when he's running at you.
Yes, exactly, and you can tell that he's probably put on a bit of weight, as we all did, but because he has that athletic ability, he still has that. That didn't go away.
But
so
see, you and I add weight. Theo Bekelis adds terror.
Yes, good way of putting it. Yeah.
Ball snapped to Justin Lerner. He delivers, slant over the middle, and it is dropped. A bit of a low throw, but that should have been caught by Darren McDazian.
Oh man, you know what? I'm a receiver that likes to, you touch the ball, you catch the ball, but that was a tough catch. That was low. That's a slant. That's a lot of traffic in there. I'll give him the benefit for this one, but he needs to make, if he gets the opportunity again, needs to make the catch the second time.
Low away from the body is always a little bit easier. Low in the body, have your knees in the way, and it looked maybe like McDazian was glancing over to see where the goal line was, and he was right on it.
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
right on it. Ball snapped on second down. 2 Lerner, delivered over the top. It is caught by Matamenos. Nick Matamenos with a touchdown. Great catch.
Nice concentration. Get up, high point the ball, land with 2 feet inbounds. What a touchdown. First one of the game.
Nick Matamenos, interestingly, wasn't used a ton on offense during the season.
Yeah.
He was kind of a supplementary receiver, but used a lot on converts and in the red zone, and we saw that there.
And it's coming up huge already in the finals, making his name known and putting the Small Giants up 6 early.
Absolutely.
As Tara is explaining, there's a challenge, I believe. That's so.
I
look,
don't understand what was so challenging about that.
So it's maybe just a way of slowing down the game. It's not a great challenge because, from our vantage point, it was clearly in. Mongoose, I guess, are taking a shot of, hey, we didn't get a good look at it. Maybe he didn't get his 2 feet in bounds. It's not the worst challenge in the world, as Tara now comes to the booth to be able to see.
It's almost as if we should have a mechanic where we have a referee.
Yes,
in the booth,
like we've done before in the past. But no, let's make the refs walk a bit more.
Yeah, it's the labor shortage has affected everyone. We're seeing here in the replay, Matamenos to me looks like he has it. Maybe the ball came loose a little bit, but we don't have an angle to see it, I don't think.
Exactly. At least the bird's eye view. So that's what they're challenging here. So definitely 2 feet in. Definitely caught the ball in the air. I think what's perhaps challengeable about this is whether he maintained possession.
The field level lens, though, is such a wide look. I don't know if we'll be able to see it.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, it wasn't zoomed in. That's hard to do. You have to anticipate that, you're going to need a zoom in. You want to get the wide action shot. So let's see. You really got to squint here.
Yeah.
Definitely a catch there. Definitely 2 feet down. From the bird's eye view, his body is blocking it, so you can't see if he's bobbling it or not. And I don't know. I think if you squint on this view,
I'm squinting hard. I'm squinting as hard as I can.
Oh, maybe that ball touches the ground.
It's
maybe.
just like I don't know if it's going to be conclusive.
That's it. It's not conclusive enough.
In the production booth, they have a much clearer screen than we have in the booth. So maybe they have a better look. They have it in 4K. It's going to be overturned. It's overturned. It is not a touchdown. Appears
Well-
referee Terem Rakic saw enough of the ball hitting the ground. Maybe it was that up here, the afro mane of Nick Medamenos distracted us.
Well, or not distracted. It was like coverage.
Yeah.
And blocking.
Should the hair be illegal in the finals?
It could be like considered a fourth flag, but let's get the official call here from Tara. See if she has a bit more of a explanation as to.
There
as
is
to her
not
call.
a referee mic, so if there is another explanation, we will not hear it.
And we just got the hand signal. We can just tell. That it was the touchdown was no good, and you got a bit more of a detail there.
Yeah, the information from the production booth is there was clear visual of the ball hitting the ground. Like I said, the monitor in the production booth is much higher quality than we have here. So luckily, Terem Rakic was able to get a good look at that, and good camera angle.
So I love this about the finals. I remember saying this about the spring finals. The fact that you can challenge that
Yeah.
in the regular season, that's a touchdown, and it wasn't.
3rd and goal as Justin Lerner gets ready to receive the snap, and he does. Smashes out, and ball's caught by Theo Bucalis. It doesn't matter because it's a touchdown.
No, he got deflagged
Really?
at the inch. Yes, and I saw that from my angle. That's a great call by the referee.
All right, I got excited for nothing.
Yes, you did. Now,
Man.
great catch. There was a slight hand bobble and finger bobble by Bucalis. Great concentration to stay with the ball, make the catch.
But then was it an early deflag if it was juggled?
You
You know what? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So
impossible to enforce in the field, of course.
So look, already with about 18 minutes, because the 17 minutes didn't account for the timeout and the challenge. But early in this game,
Yes, it did.
Oh,
actually.
it did.
It was stopped.
So we do have
The
17
time,
minutes.
of course, that you're seeing at home is unofficial.
Right. So already a big play here.
Ball snapped on the inch line. This time the smash out is to Christelis. Lerner moving back and forth, and it's caught. And it is a touchdown finally by Greg Christelis, I think. Yes, there we go. Touchdown call. Christelis seemed to not want to get into the end zone.
Yeah, that was weird. And then he seemed to complain a little bit that he got leaned into, but he did all the leaning there.
He's a big boy. You're the one doing the leaning, buddy. But yeah, we saw it there on the replay. Christelis kind of a little disoriented, I think, by where exactly he was.
Now, this was the main part of this play, is that, and really a season recap for Mongoose. They don't have a great rusher, and Justin Lerner was able to buy time there enough to get the touchdown.
Yeah, it does not make anything easier. And now in the convert, the ball delivered to the back of the end zone. Alex Godet picks it off. Yeah, honestly, Youssef Gilash is a good contain rusher.
Yeah.
But when you have a ridiculous athlete like Justin Lerner, Justin Lerner is the most unassuming AAA level option there is in FPF.
Yeah, he really doesn't look like much.
Yeah.
But my God, when he's jumping in the air, fully.
He doesn't look
fully-
unathletic, but it's
No.
just that you don't expect him to be the ridiculous athlete that he is.
Right. The vertical, the stretch. This is a guy like you want to see in the combine.
And body control, right?
Yes.
Because we saw there the body controls would bought him the extra time against Gilash.
Absolutely. So let's see if Mongoose go all hooks here and play it safe.
It's 6-0. I expect Godet to have at least one look deep. The ball is snapped. Godet takes a very deep snap. It is delivered on that drag over the middle. It is caught by Jonathan Chevalier.
Yeah, I noticed from the small Giants defense, are they maybe already playing a little too soft? Everyone seemed to back up.
Mm-hmm.
There was the hook by the center and a drag from the slot there by Chevalier. And there was, 5 yards of separation before he got tackled. So maybe the small Giants need to play a little more forward.
The small Giants family of teams have that where they start the game a little bit softer, and they tend to tighten the defense as they understand what the offense is trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Ball delivered to the sideline. It is caught by Wade Shawcross Jr. A bit of a dangerous ball placement there. Thrown a little inside.
A little too much to the inside, but look, a very simple play calling here so far from the Mongoose. This time, instead of going on first play all hooks, they went for it on second down.
Yeah, the tackle was made by David Germain, donning the number 69 because he's a pervert. Francois Delorier gets ready to snap the ball to Godet. Godet scans the field, receives the snap. It is right at perfect height. It's caught on that slant again. And still on his feet, still in flight, was Marc-Antoine Biguet.
Yeah, that was Look, I thought Godet took a step or two back, expecting him maybe to throw a deep ball. Looked for the deep pass, wasn't there. Hit a shallow cross/slant to Biguet and ran it up for a first down.
Godet is the prototypical FPF passer. He understands he's got to look deep first,
Yes.
and then look to his checkdowns. Really good at going through his progressions, as we saw there. The ball snapped. Godet scanning immediately to his left, has a drag coming over the middle. This time, Small Giants looked to collapse on it a little bit as Theo Bikelis was ready, at least for the D flag. But if Godet's not careful, Iggy, that might become an interception later in the game.
Yes. And what he thought and didn't see, perhaps, was that from the slot, there was a skinny post that he could have hit. Yes, I know. But there was a skinny post that he could have hit. Didn't hit it, and Bikelis pumped up. And yes, that's potentially a dangerous pass in the future of this game.
Exactly. You don't need to say yes, I know, when it's non-verbal communication in the booth, Iggy. Ball snap to Godet. He looks to his right, delivers to the sideline.
Nice.
A bit of a floater, but it is caught by Biguet. Not immediately deflagged, but eventually that flag comes off in the hands of Justin Lerner.
Yeah, and that's good for a first down. It's going to be first and goal from about the 4-yard line here.
12:45 or thereabouts left in the first half. 6-0, a little bit of a slow-paced game to start.
Yeah, a bit slow, but I do like the methodical approach. It's what Mongoose has preached all season, and not changing their play style here in the finals.
Godet ready to receive the snap. Both teams play the entire game so far in balance set. Ball thrown to the back of the end zone. It is caught. Can't
get the 2 feet in.
I am François Delorier did not bring it in the field of play, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't confuse me like that throughout this broadcast with that. You are Pease. You are not François Delorier.
Unfortunately not. I'd be much taller. I've always wanted to be taller.
And wear that red. He always wears the same headband. Do you think he has like a set of 5, or it's just one that he like maybe washes once a month?
I would hope he washed it more than once a month.
I hope so.
Yeah, the head sweat is a dangerous game.
But for entertainment purposes,
well, then in that case, you need to only wash it once a month at most. 12 washes a year. That's what keeps the brightest of reds. Ball snap to Godet. He looks to his left, goes back to his right. It is caught.
Wow.
And marching in for a touchdown is Jonathan Chevalier.
Yeah.
Jonathan Chevalier is one of these guys who's on track to be one of the upcoming superstars in FPF. Of course, we talked about Mongoose taking some time off, but he's not someone to forget this season, Iggy. He had 46 catches, 444 yards, and 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, he was their leading receiver, so to speak, for Mongoose. On that play, though, Darren McDazian, the Wrangler, as Mo calls him, did get his hand on that ball. Yeah. It fluttered a little bit into the slant, but good concentration.
Godet is a great play caller. That he's not the hardest thrower in FPF, right? So that will happen from time to time. Great ball placement. On the convert, the ball delivered to the outside. And is he in? He is in.
That's a
7-6 lead.
That's a nice ball placement on the out route there.
That's when Godet is on. That's what he does. Is he calls great plays and he puts the ball where his offense can profit.
Yeah, and make a play.
From it.
Yeah, and make a play where the defenders can't. So they take now the 7-6 lead over the Small Giants. Will this perhaps be a game that comes down to converts? If so, their Mongoose are up early in this game.
It absolutely can be, Iggy. It's they're two offenses that have scored, but right now I think with the pacing of the game it plays into Mongoose's favor. So we'll see how that Justin Lerner adapts on this drive.
Yeah, as they're asking the snapper to stay on the middle of the field.
It's ideal to play in the middle of the field in FPF. Yeah. Ball snaps to Lerner. He has a drag over the middle. It is caught. And he kept his flags on longer than anybody thought.
Yeah, that's David Germain.
Absolutely.
He was a low key guy throughout the whole season, and then he broke out in the semifinal game against Takeover. I believe he had something like 6 catches for 80 yards, or 4 for 4. Sorry, 4 catches on 4 receptions for about 81 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he scored those 2 touchdowns. His only 2 touchdowns of the playoffs.
Right,
but came in big in a game against Takeover. Ball's got to the outside and deflagged.
So I love
a game against Blackouts. What I meant to say.
Right. Yes.
I think we both had Takeover there.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. It was their semifinal game was against the Blackouts. I like that they used the all hooks at the middle of the field. So not just using it as a first play, as a default sort of play. They're using it throughout. Expecting that Mongoose will not be playing man there.
That's the experience of Justin Lerner. Trying to disguise when he uses the safest play in FPF. Now on second, down the ball snapped. He has a post
middle.
open over the middle, but overthrows Theo Bekelis. Theo Bekelis sat on that route. I think Justin Lerner was expecting him to go to the back of the end zone. Based on the reaction of Justin Lerner, it's a miscommunication.
Yeah, exactly. Bekelis ran what we call a hard post instead of like more of a skinny post downfield. So there was, a bit of miscommunication there.
Absolutely. Now it's going to be third down. But second down, a good place to take a shot because now you have 2 downs to get the remainder of the yards.
Yeah, I'm good with that. 3rd and 5 here is manageable for FPF standards.
And FPF's a 4-down game.
Absolutely.
Right? Once you gain 1 yard, it's a 4-down game. Ball snapped to Lerner. He throws it right at the marker. It's caught by Christelis. Christelis, I love the way he positions his body and kind of boxes out in the open space.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I saw as well. So thanks for stealing my comment. But it is a big first down.
Problem. You can say another thing.
Yes, it's a first down by.
There we go. That's the thing you said.
Yes, it is a thing I said. And it's 1st and 10 and not 1st and goal.
Correct. Did I say first and goal?
No, you didn't, but
right.
I'm just clarifying that for the viewers. I'm clarifying that for the viewers here.
Great. Well, it's been clarified. Small Giants now on 1st down and 10. And Christel shifts over to the middle of the field once again.
Yep.
Tight formation, but balanced. Lerner has a flood over the middle of the field.
That's
This time
Bekelis
sits on it, catches it. It's a touchdown.
And there is a flag on the play. So let's
Maybe
see what
roughing the passer.
It could be roughing the passer. It could be pass interference, perhaps on Bekelis. We'll see.
We'll await the call from head referee Taram Rakic.
So either way, she is talking to the Small Giants offense. So it is a touchdown. That touchdown will stand. A nice boxing out move by Bekelis.
Yeah.
Like I said, a big physical frame like that is really hard to defend, especially when he's putting his backside to you and just he's tall as well, so he can really box you out and high point the ball for catches. And this one a touchdown.
That's the benefit that Small Giants have is they're bigger bodies than Mongoose, especially now the way Shawcross seems to have gone back to the 80s and hit up some slim fast. But they use it to their advantage. Now on the convert, ball snapped to Lerner. He's moving again in the pocket, throwing to dart to the back of the end zone. Make Daisian having a little bit of a rough start on offense.
Look, yes, but those are tough catches. Look, he has to concentrate to be back of the end zone, keep his feet in, because he'll catch that ball if he has 2 extra yards to work with. So, look, benefit of the doubt for me, that's a tough catch, but one that usually he does come down with. Yeah.
I'll ask you a question about that in a second.
Sure.
But for now, it's 1st down for Mongoose. 1st and 10 as Alex Godet returns to the field, down 12-7 with just over 6 minutes left in the first half. He looks to his left, delivers that all hooks on the first play.
Oh, nice tackle by Greg Christelis, making sure that
Yusuf Galesh.
Yes, does not gain extra yards after the catch.
I was going to say, when you've played quarterback before, would you rather a guy catch it and come down out of bounds or not catch the ball and have the ball just land out of bounds? Obviously, you want the catch and in bounds, but of the 2 scenarios.
No, obviously take the catch, and if he steps out of bounds after, that's fine.
2nd down, ball thrown on the quick out.
Nice. Yes, that is a good catch. That was a good call by the referee there. Got the 2nd foot in. Was hesitating for a little second to get that 2nd foot down. He did inbounds, and we're 3rd down here.
You'll see that concept a lot, especially on downs with intermediate yardage where Godet runs the outs over the slants.
Right.
And a perfectly delivered ball. Again, that ball placement is going to be Godet's claim to fame in this game.
A claim to fame, and it's going to be the reason why they win a championship if they do.
Yeah, he's got 11 touchdowns, no interceptions in the playoffs, and a lot of that has to do with his ball placement. Ball snap, he pumps, delivers,
nice.
Another quick out to wide receiver Jonathan Chevalier.
Yeah, and another 1st down for the Mongoose offense as they huddle back to Godet.
Chevalier's been a rusher for Mongoose in the past and for other teams, so I wonder if on key downs they'll bring him in to rush Justin Lerner as he has been buying time on offense. Yeah. It hasn't hurt them yet, though.
No, but you're noticing it in the red zone and on the extra points. Yeah,
absolutely. Godet ready to receive the snap. He gets it. He looks to his left. He has a drag coming over the middle, but he's going to move. The ball delivered. He had a deep receiver open for a touchdown. I saw it too.
Yeah, so he had the deep over the top. Francois Delorier double covered there, and he had Wade Shawcross Jr. coming in to the inside. He maybe stayed a little too focused, didn't come off his read, whereas he should have.
I just think it was due to the progression. He looked deep. It wasn't there initially.
Yes.
Then they collapsed the
That's
double team
correct. Yes.
on Delorier, and to be honest, that looked like a throwaway. That looked like just a ball thrown away to either Delorier or nobody at all gets it. Now on second down, the ball snapped to Godet. He looks to his left. He pumps. He throws, returning his receiver, Wade Shawcross Jr., who has his flags, but he is eventually deflagged.
Yeah, made the first defender miss in Greg Christelis. Second defender, Theo Bakelis, does get the tackle, and it appears
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close for a first down here. Let's see if it's inches or if it's truly a first down. It is inches. So
it couldn't be closer.
Really, it really couldn't. So is this fourth down, I believe?
I believe it's fourth down.
Fourth and inches. So do you see a hook and go, or do you see them playing it safe here?
I think he's going to have multiple levels. He's going to have a crossing route towards the back of the end zone, and if not, he'll have some checkdowns and some motion up front as well. Godet called in that play really quick, so he knows what he wants to go with. Ball snapped. He has Delorier to his right. Instead, throws into coverage, and Shawcross muscles out that catch.
Wow, that's Justin Lerner really breaking on that ball super hard. I think he got his hand on it. Those are strong hands by Wade Jr. Shawcross there.
I was saying Wade Shawcross was a little bit of a bigger receiver.
Yeah,
in
he
his younger
slimmed
days.
down, yeah.
He did slim down.
Yeah.
But he still has that strength. He still has that ability to fight off
absolutely.
receivers, and he looked good on that play.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's a trust throw.
And that is, here's the first down. Get the first down for me, and absolutely trust throw. Great hands, strong hands by Wade Jr. Shawcross.
Absolutely. And now on first down, Godet looks over the defense. He looks to his left, delivers a ball.
Nice.
It's again another well-placed ball on and out. I feel like I'm going to say that the entire day today.
It's undefendable. It really is. When the placement is that good, when the route is run that well. Let's give credit to the receiver here too. When it's run exactly where it needs to be, that makes the ball placement look even better.
Do you think we'll see some stunts and shoots by the small Giants defense trying to take that away?
As the game develops and as the game, it looks so far, it's a one-possession game. I think that's going to be the outcome for the rest of the game. Yes, I think as the game progresses, they will have to shoot.
Francois Delorier gets ready to snap the ball to Godet. Godet calling to his team to shift over to the right, having a bit of a wide set to his right side on the balance setting. It's just a quick out with a not over. Ball plays perfectly, and it's a touchdown.
Wow, J.D. Chevalier. J.D.?
Nope, that's the other one.
No, yes.
This one is
Jonathan.
Just Jay Chevalier.
Just Jay Chevalier.
Just Jay.
Yeah.
You can just go with just Jay the rest of the game.
Just Jay.
Just Jay able to keep his feet in. Like I said, not a lot of players who are new to FPF know him. But Jonathan Chevalier is one of these guys who was rising back in the day, sort of my early days in FPF, and he made a great catch.
Yeah, great concentration. Just waited for the ball to be there. Made sure his 2 feet were in. Inbounds, touchdown, Mongoose.
Look good here. No challenge by Small Giants, but I think they would have lost that one anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Then again, we got the other one completely wrong, so who knows?
Yeah.
Now on the convert, up 13-12. Alex Godet waits for the snap. He gets it. He looks to his right immediately. Ball throws it back in the end zone. Nice. It's knocked down by Nick Matamenos.
Yeah, nice read there. That was one of those classic FPF plays where the slots are doing either an out or a smash out, and the wides are doing an in at the back of the end zone. Yeah. Well picked up by Nick Matamenos.
Nick Matamenos, 3 interceptions in the playoffs. He's a very active defensive player. Really good at reading concepts.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like we saw.
Yeah, absolutely. It was on display right there.
And now Justin Lerner leads.
That was quick. That was quick.
Yeah.
Is it all hooks?
It might be. It might be. The ball to the ground.
Ooh.
I thought he controlled it, but it was blown dead.
So the rule there is it's a discretionary call by the referee of whether to whistle down the play or not. I found Lerner a little lackadaisical there. He could have picked up that ball a little faster, but maybe he's not sure of the rule himself. Maybe he thinks that once it hits my foot and hits the ground, it's dead.
I think he's never dropped anything in his life before.
That's
so he's just not used
it.
to it.
That's it. He probably is like, oh, crap, this is probably a dead ball.
Yeah, to us mere mortals, we know the rule because we've needed it.
Right.
But yeah, it's a rule change that at times can be unclear. But yes, to your point, it is a discretionary call. The ball snapped to Justin Lerner. He looks, he delivers. It is caught by Christelis in the open area, and he is deflagged. in space by François Deslauriers with a semi-diving tackle. Although when you're François Deslauriers' age, it's more of a falling tackle.
Yeah, and like kind of protecting himself, his shoulders and aging body, let's say. But nice way to just gain back the yards from the penalty. Looks like it's about second down and 8 yards or so.
Absolutely.
Here are the small Giants just coming
Third
out.
down, rather, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that is third down, yes.
Yeah. Justin Lerner receives a snap. He looks, he pumps, delivers a deep ball. He has McDazian, but just misses him.
Yeah,
that was out of his reach.
Yeah, so this time, for McDazian's sake, at least, the ball was placed a little too high over his shoulder. Couldn't make a play on the ball there.
I do like the courtesy hop because it helps the ego of the quarterback, thinking it was a little bit closer than it was. That ball very much overthrown.
Yeah.
But he did a little hop to say, like, hey, look, I tried to jump and get it, bro. I just missed it.
You overthrew me. Yeah.
Fourth down. And Justin Lerner trying to communicate his play. He seems to have something specific in mind, but he's making sure he communicates the concepts to everyone involved.
Yeah.
Now he scans the defense. Lerner receives a snap. He looks. He has some stuff in the intermediate level, but he pumps, delivers to the outside, and just knocked away by François Deslauriers at the last moment.
Yeah, that's a great play by Deslauriers.
First down.
Yeah, exactly. That was fourth down. Are you not seeing the advantage that Lerner could take on the rusher here? He's really playing it safe.
Yeah, he's breaking down and giving him room. But Justin Lerner hasn't run that much.
He hasn't, but he can.
But he can. We know he can.
And if not for the rushing yards, to gain time, as we've seen in the red zone, to do it there on deep in your own end, he didn't do it there.
Is it strange that he seems to only use that advantage in the red zone?
It does seem strange to me. That's what I'm suggesting, is that he could have bought more time to get his receivers open. You can only cover in man or zone coverage for so long.
Yeah.
So there, he tried to hit the sideline, well defended by François Deslauriers.
Gauthier gets a snap. He looks over the middle, caught by François Deslauriers right at the shadow of the goal line, but deflagged.
That's Bekelis with the tackle. That is a first down. It's now first and goal from the 1 yard line, it appears.
I missed the indication for the referee, so I'm not sure how many plays there are left. As our unofficial time has run out.
Yes.
So and it's been out for a little while.
I didn't hear a triple whistle.
I haven't either.
Unless you have. So
nope. But I have sound isolating headphones on, so there's 0% chance I would have heard it.
Oh, right. Okay. So I didn't hear it. So there's possibly less than a minute left in this game.
Perhaps
in
more.
The first half. Sorry.
Perhaps far less. Deslauriers steadies himself, gets ready for the snap, takes in his wide stance, gets it to Gauthier. Gauthier pumps, delivers to the back of the end zone. Jump ball is caught! Which is out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Wow, what a Moss play, though. That was a great catch. Couldn't get his feet in, according to the referee. As we see the replay, not sure we're going to get a good angle of the back line. Let's see if our sideline cam, on-field cam, got a good glimpse of it.
Production booth just said, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So that's definitive. And it's halftime.
Halftime. Oh,
just like that.
Okay. So we were in 5 plays a while back.
It's been an amazing first half.
Good game.
A little bit of a controlled, slow pace, which we kind of expected with these two teams. But sort of a feeling out process, right?
Yeah, I think you described that well. It's a bit of a feeling out process. No one's panicking, which is like showing the veteran leadership on both sides. What is it? A 12-7 score, 13-12 for Mongoose. So, that's pretty much what I expected. I expect a final score somewhere in the 28-24 kind of range. So we're on pace for that so far.
Absolutely, and we've seen Alex Gauthier running those ins and outs, right?
Hitting them.
The most common FPF concept ever,
yeah.
Especially of a defense who's backing up. But we're seeing small Giants make some adjustments. Do you think we'll see large-scale adjustments in the second half?
They have to. They don't absolutely have to. They're still in this game. They just need it at least for one defensive series. They need one stop because it looks like both teams right now are scoring at will. They're scoring on every drive that they had. There's just those drives have been very long, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen Justin Lerner buying time for small Giants in the red zone, like we talked about.
Love it.
What adjustment do you think, because we talked about how he should use it more often, but what adjustment do you think Mongoose can make on their end to adapt to how Justin Lerner is buying time in the red zone.
So I'm not sure if anyone's telling Youssef as the rusher to be maybe a little more aggressive and not just waiting, because he's waiting in front of him. He's not going for the flag or anything. He's really waiting and trying to disrupt his vision. That's not going to work against Justin Lerner. So if someone's telling him on the side, on the sideline right now in the huddle is, once he's made his first move, then be aggressive and get the tackle, because it's really hard to defend man. At that point, even if you're in a zone defense, at one point you have to cover a man. So that's the adjustment for them, or switch rushers.
We've seen a touchdown catch by Theo Bekelis, and we saw another attempt on a post route where there was some miscommunication. Yeah, but a little bit of a quiet half from Small Giants' top dog.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's just kind of the nature of the way this game has been going. Mm-hmm. It hasn't been a top dog kind of game. So look for in the second half for him to have a great game. Look, in the Division 4 articles, on every single time I wrote for the Small Giants 3 keys to victory, the third point was always Theo Bekelis is going to have a beast mode game. Go in beast mode, have 80 yards for 2 touchdowns and an interception. Look, he's about 20 yards and a TD. Look for 60 yards, another TD, and maybe a pick here. I
think the interception would be a huge
pick, exactly.
Advantage.
Exactly. Whichever side it's on, that defensive stop is going to be huge in this game.
I think Darren McDazian will come in, of course, with some of the adjustments on defense. It's a good squad. Small Giants across the board, they are solid. Is there a pacing issue? Do you think that they need to speed it up, or do you think they're just as comfortable playing this methodical pace as Mongoose?
Yeah, I think they are. I've seen them a couple times this season. I think they're okay. Look, I think they're okay. I know they're okay with a tight game like this. In their 3 playoff matchups, they've won all 3. Obviously, they're here in the final, but they've won by a combined 9 points in the 3 games. Yeah. So it averages out to 3 points per game margin of victory. So they've been playing these tight games in all of their playoffs. So they're absolutely, let's say, as comfortable as you can be going into the second half of the finals.
Does it help to sort of never feel that pressure? Or do you think that if it comes down to it and they need to hit the gas, that Justin Lerner might not be ready to play at a faster pace?
What was the question?
Yeah, just yes or no.
Yes.
All right, I thought so. We're ready to start the second half here, as we both try to direct traffic while having a conversation.
Exactly. I could only focus on one thing.
I forgot the question
as the man.
Mongoose received the ball with the lead. The ball snapped to Alex Godet. He has a drag coming over the middle. Same play to start the second half as to start the game, as William Tendreau, first time we call his name today, deflagged immediately. They like having that quick drag to start their drives. Yeah. And we see it now, just like we saw at the start of the game.
And like we mentioned earlier, that arm motion of Godet allows that rusher not to be a factor into the drag play, so that he can hit in stride Tendreau.
It's like trying to hit a submarine pitcher. It's just annoying. Annoying.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Godet taking a moment to describe the play. I think we might even see a shot here. He's positioned well as it's a very makeable second down. Ball snapped. He looks deep immediately. He holds the ball, delivers to the outside. A bit of a floater, but caught by Chevalier on the outside before Theo Bekelis pulls in the flag.
Yeah, nice tackle there, because there's no other Small Giant defender there. You're right. Godet did look for the deep shot, waited, held off for an extra 2 seconds until he hit that sideline hook.
You'll notice Alex Godet often has the backside short hook available to him
as an outlet pass.
He tries to buy time, and if his first read's not there, he can come back to it and make the throw. He's disciplined enough to do that.
Yep.
Now on 3rd and short, Godet gets a snap. He looks over the middle, delivers a well-placed ball, but Reckerstels gets there before his snapping opponent, Francis Laurier, was able to pull it in.
Yeah, so yes, well-placed ball, but not enough.
Not enough juice.
Not enough juice on it. So, man, that was a little scary watching that float in the air just about a half second too long, enough for Cristellis to bat it down.
Iggy, you just don't understand. Once you float one ball, you're just comfortable letting them all float. You know?
Oh, are you speaking from experience? Question mark? Yeah, there you go.
Entirely. It just, not all of us can place the ball as well as Godet can. So,
yeah.
Godet now on fourth down gets the ball. He delivers a quick pass over the middle. Nick Manzanedo meets the receiver, and it's a first down.
Enough for a first down. That was the key there. I believe that's Tondreau.
Yeah, William Tondreau.
Yeah, he was, looking for a flag there, looking for some interference after the catch.
Just a good defensive play.
But that's exactly. The defensive player has the right to their position.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Manzanedo did, right?
Nick Manzanedo,
yeah. So he played his spot. He has the right to it. Made the tackle there but gave up the first down.
That said, getting a head to the chest sucks.
Yeah. Yes.
1st and 10. Alex Godet gets the ball, looks to his right, then look over the middle. He has someone breaking, but he decides to break to the left.
Nice
with
juke.
a spin, he still has the ball.
Oh, he's
still has
going.
his flags, and it's a touchdown by Alex Godet.
Wow, what a run! What a run! Little move to the inside, cut it back to the outside, down the sideline for the touchdown. Wow.
Absolutely amazing. It's almost as if Small Giants didn't believe he still has flags.
Yeah, like they're like, okay, well, my guy made the tackle. Second guy is gonna make the tackle, and before you know it, it's in the end zone.
Was a bit of a lackluster defense, perhaps.
A little bit.
Nobody breaking towards the ball carrier?
No, exactly, because I guess there's a level of trust with the Small Giants that they've seen it before all season that they
don't miss a lot of flags.
That's the thing. They're the reliable flag tacklers. So there though they weren't, and Godet gets in for the touchdown.
Alex Godet on the convert now. He receives a snap from François Delorier. He pumps, delivers back to Delorier, just pitch and catch, and it's an extra point.
Yeah, making it look easy out there. Letting the distraction of the receivers on the wides and the slots do all the action. François Delorier walking in for an easy hook, extra point.
It is 20-12 in the second half of the Division 4A championship. We saw Alex Godet run one in. He ran one in on the season. He only had 7 rushing attempts. But he does have the elusiveness, that deceptive elusiveness that helped him in the season, and that happened there. Now, first down, Greg Lerner receives the ball, snaps, throws it to Nick Manzanedo, who made a defensive play a moment ago. This time, he catches the ball and gets deflated around the marker.
Yeah, another classic FPF starter play, let's call it, the triple slants. And Greg Lerner, as you just called him, with a nice pass. Justin Lerner with the pass, of course.
Listen, if Justin was Greg, it would have still been a beautiful pass. Yeah. I don't even know who Greg Lerner is. I think he might be the owner of...
Greg is the snapper.
I think he's part of the family that owns the Washington Nationals. That's actually what happened there. Ball snap to Justin Lerner, not Greg. Ball thrown outside, and Theo Bekelis gets the flag after getting the first down.
Yeah.
I think I can combine Greg Cristellis.
Yes, that's what I just suggested. The snapper Greg Cristellis with Justin Lerner.
I told you, it's either that or the ownership group of the Washington Nationals in the Major League Baseball, of course.
Right. Nice tackle there, just to mention that before we head to the next play. Nice tackle by François Delorier on the sideline, because if he doesn't get the Theo Bekelis, he's going upfield for another 7 to 10 yards.
There we go. It's now first down. Justin Lerner calmly looks at his offense, gets a snap. It's man defense. It's thrown outside. Tondreau not able to get there in time, but gets it. Brilliant to flag.
Yeah, so just for a gain of 1 yard on the triple slants. So look, Lerner comfortable with running triple slants in the middle of the field, running all hooks in the middle of the field. So they're playing it a little safe. It's okay because it's still a one-possession game, but if ever the Mongoose squad go up by 2 scores, they're going to need to push the pedal here.
It is now second down. Justin Lerner ready to receive the snap from Cristellis. He does. He looks. He has a receiver over the middle instead. Throws to the outside. But again, some miscommunication as he went thrown outside. Nick Manzanedo's breaking inside. Ball incomplete. And it's now third down.
Yeah, I felt like on that route or on that play, everyone ran their route and the play finished, and there was nothing open for Justin Lerner to see. So Manzanedo took it upfield, and it was kind of an ad-lib play that didn't work out for the Small Giants.
Absolutely. Mongoose started the season 2-4. They haven't lost since. And the opposite ends. We had Small Giants starting 4-1-1. kind of a rocky middle of the season, and they've been great in playoffs. I'll get your thoughts on that in a moment, but in the meantime, it's third down, ball snap to Lerner. He looks late delivery once again. Cristellis, great break to the ball and great ball placement and an in-breaking defender.
Exactly. Now, you see, Darren McDazian, you criticized him partially.
I didn't criticize him.
For dropping a ball. That's one that, even though it's a little difficult because it wasn't the actual route, that's one that Greg Costello, I think, should come down with. He's a reliable snapper, as we've mentioned.
He made a smart play to get there.
Yes, exactly. It made kind of play one of two. Couldn't make the second play, which was the catch.
Absolutely. Now fourth down for Justin Lerner. Fourth and about 6. The ball snapped to Lerner. He looks left and then immediately right. And the ball thrown to Cristellis right beyond the first down marker. And it is a first down. Iggy.
Yeah. Did you see what I saw?
I did.
Yes.
I did. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's
Tell
the
us
rusher. Once again, it's now Lerner's knows that the rusher's not going in for his flags.
So he has an extra half a second.
So he has the extra half a second and pumped. He used the pump for the first time today, made the rusher jump, gained the outside to get a better visibility on the play, and was able to hit Cristellis on the sideline.
So given that Small Giants struggled in the middle of the season and Mongoose took off in the middle of the season, who has greater momentum coming to this game?
The momentum coming into the game is Mongoose. They're on a 6-game win streak. To Small Giants is 5. But we'll see what happens here on this play.
There's another pump fake. This time, Cristellis unable to get the ball. Bad ball placement this time from Justin Lerner as he had a wide open receiver.
Yeah, exactly. So, like you mentioned, bad ball placement versus what we've seen from Alex Godet. But in terms of the momentum, back to the previous conversation, let's see how the momentum shifts here. If Small Giants can score, and they will at one point have to go for 2 points because they're down by 8. That could be a momentum shift here for Small Giants.
Absolutely. With about 13 minutes left in the game, they're down 20-12. Justin Lerner gets a snap, throws over the middle. It is caught. Darren McDazian. This time with the drag, it worked perfectly.
Yeah, so it worked a lot better. It is now a first down, first and goal from about the 3-yard line. Lerner took off a little bit off the pass, and it was okay because there was no defenders in front of Darren McDazian. McDazian able to come up with the relatively easy catch, and like I mentioned, first and goal from the 3.
And McDazian sat in that throwing window instead of continuing his route.
Exactly.
Just really good
helps the quarterback
communication
out
between two of them. Yeah,
exactly.
On first down, ball snap to Lerner. He throws easy pitch and catch to Greg Cristellis, and it is a touchdown.
That was like the most lackadaisical and just non-emotional touchdown call we've probably ever had.
Well, it's because he was open the entire time.
No one picked him up on the Mongoose defense. They're talking it over right now.
Yeah, they're not happy with that at all. They're not happy with that. Like, we saw that play develop. We obviously have a great perspective up here in the booth, but we saw that happen. It was like, man, he's just wide open. Yeah. That's what happened there.
Is that yeah. Yeah. So, Pease, you're going to have to take over a little
Yeah,
bit.
apparently I'm doing this call by myself for a little bit. Justin Lerner gets a snap on the convert. He has Nick Matamenos dropping back. Nick Matamenos catches the ball, throwing it back to Lerner. Now Lerner stepping up towards the line of scrimmage. He has Greg Cristellis once again, and the convert is complete. We have a tie game, but there's a flag on the field. Iggy, what do you think? Silence? I thought so. And we wait to sort out what that call is. In the meantime, the Mongoose offense does take the field. Alex Godet starts to communicate the play to his offense. We have Wade Shawcross changing side. I wonder if that's going to be key to the execution of this play. In the meantime, Small Giants looking a little bit sort of lackadaisical on defense. They have their defense set before even seeing really what the offensive set will be as Darren McDazian creeps up to perhaps catch a nugget from opposing quarterback Alex Godet. He walks over to Chevalier to whisper sweet nothings into his gentle ears. Francois Delorier steadies himself and gets ready to snap the ball. The ball snapped to Godet. He moves to his left, delivers the ball over the middle. It's caught by Shawcross. He catches, goes upfield, and then gets deflagged by a combination of Theo Bekelis and Justin Lerner. we talk a lot about, of course, Justin Lerner as being the leader of this offense, but defensively, of course, he is a notable defender. He's taken a moment to get up from the field as well. He looks exhausted. I wonder if having to buy time in the pocket as well as having to play corner against this methodical Mongoose defense is causing him some issues. He does have a little bit of a limp. Perhaps it's going to hamper him in the rest of this game. In the meantime, Godet gets a snap. He has an open receiver. He delivers it with that sidearm release. It is once again Jonathan Chevalier. Just Jay gets the ball and is deflagged at or around the first round marker. He's going to be about a yard short as called by the referees. It is 22-18. That convert, of course, not being completed due to the penalty. I believe it was that quarterback Justin Lerner just passed the line of scrimmage. It is 20-18 with just over 9 minutes remaining. Alex Godet scanning the Small Giants defense. He receives the snap, looks to his right, delivers the quick out. However, it is for once poorly placed. Justin Lerner staring at the flags, did not make a play on the ball, but able to break the pass up. And it is incomplete as I welcome Iggy Magnets back to the booth.
Yeah,
with great disdain.
Yeah,
great disdain.
I tried, man.
You're in the middle of 3 hours of straight of broadcast, so I do understand that you don't have the time to go between games.
Yeah, but I did see that nice break by Lerner to deflect that ball.
It's just a shame he wasn't looking at the ball, right?
Yeah,
because that could have been an interception.
Yes, exactly.
And now on third and short, Alex Godet receives the snap. He has Francois Laurier on the corner, will not take it. Instead, he takes off to the left.
Oh, my God.
Running, still on his feet, and gets deflagged. This time, does not score.
Oh, but it's still big run. He made Darren McDazian jump as a rusher, which is a death bill if you're a rusher. Made him jump. Got to about the 2 or 3 yard line. So another big run by Godet. Not his biggest skill throughout the season, but showing that he has, like you said, the elusiveness to run downfield and make a play.
Absolutely, he's good at that. He's shiftier than he is quick. He is quicker than he is fast. He is faster than he is fourth thing.
Sure, and faster than he is hungry.
He is faster than he is hungry. He looks well fed coming into this game. Thank goodness for that, because it's leading him to another potential score in the red zone. He pumps, delivers, well-placed ball for Francois Laurier. He puts his hand up because he knows that's on him.
That's his bad there.
Yeah.
He absolutely knows it.
The snapper's responsibility is to know the lay of the land. He needs to know the entire play call for the offense, and he needs to know what the defense is doing in order to be able to position himself well. You have your back to the defense, but you need to feel what's happening there, and Francois Laurier didn't do it. Yeah,
so now I just got information that he actually has a fractured finger. So that's actually maybe one of the reasons why he was unable to come away with that catch.
Who does?
Francois Laurier.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry.
I wasn't sure if it was Godet or Laurier.
Yes, Laurier.
Ball snap to Godet. He pumps. He gets McDazian to bite again. Throws it back in the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Nice.
It is now a 26-18 lead.
Yeah, it's 8 points. It's still 8 points, yes.
Still 8 points.
Yeah. So, look, that was a great ad-lib play. Chevalier and Godet were on the same page. Great non-verbal, because we keep saying communication, but they're obviously not talking. Yeah. It's that non-verbal cue.
I'm not sure if that was a design smash to the back of the end zone and Godet was just buying time, or if he just saw his quarterback breaking.
Correct.
And he broke back.
The latter.
Perhaps. We'll never know. Ball snap, thrown to the back of the end zone, not completed on the convert. But still, 26-18 it's still a one-score game. That was a big convert.
Yes, it was, exactly, because had they scored, like you said, it would have been a 9-point game, would have been 2 possessions. That changes the game dramatically.
Absolutely. Now 26-18 with a little over 6 minutes remaining. Justin Lerner gets his offense in there. There is something about the Small Giants' body language. They sort of seem a little out of it, to be honest.
I know what you mean, but let's see how if they pick it up here on this drive.
Justin Lerner catches a low snap. He pumps.
Oh, my, no!
Underhands picked off by Francois Laurier. That could be a game changer.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. That was what was he thinking?
I don't even understand.
What is this underhand throw?
My eyes deceive me.
I need a replay on that. I can't believe what I just saw. he like baseball, like maybe his baseball reflexes kicked in there.
He knew it immediately. As soon as the ball left his hand, he knew that was going to be an issue.
Okay, so now there's about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Mongoose have possession.
They have to score.
Mongoose has to score.
It'll put the game away. It'll put the game away right here and now.
Or do they kill the clock? And if they don't score, there's maybe 3 minutes of killing the clock. Is that more valuable?
Either way, I think they need to end the drive with a score. McDazian coming in on the on the rush, and Greg Christels with a great tackle on Wade Shawcross Jr.
Yeah, it looks like they had the one in their defense playing off. So the 10-yard, 7-yard hook, about 9 yards now, it's not officially a first down, was there. Good again. The tackles have been key for Small Giants and Mongoose. Luckily, because it would have been a touchdown otherwise.
Yeah, I think Mongoose, they're free to take some time, but they have to score. They can't just take all the time and leave a minute and a half to let Small Giants back into the game.
You're right.
Ball thrown to the ground. I don't hate it.
Intentionally, kind of just, you know what? This is not a safe throw. There's a lot of traffic there. I'm going to put it to your leg so it's not intentional grounding, and we live to fight another down.
I trust Alex Godet with 2 downs to get, 8 inches or so.
Yeah, and 1 inch to get the first down.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Sometimes 1 inch does get the job done. This is one scenario where that's the case.
Love it. I love it. Don't love it because it's true, though.
You love the second part where it gets the job done, though.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So the ball escaped the facility. Godet threw so hard, it escaped the walls of the facility.
As it's you know what? Usually indoor football, you don't really talk about the temperature, but it's a bit of a humid day in Montreal. So that's coming through, and they opened up the gates a little bit to let some air through.
If you want to know what it's like to live in an armpit, this is it, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Godet gets the snap. It's a little bit of a high snap, but he brings it in. Ball caught at the outside, and it's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, we got a touchdown here by Mongoose. That's Chevalier.
Nope, it's Marc-Antoine Biguet.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
It's the other beard.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, number 84, Biguet, Marc-Antoine Biguet with a big touchdown to put up Mongoose up 2 scores with about 3 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That brings Mongoose up to 32-18. That's a dagger. I don't know if there's enough time for Small Giants to come back here.
So they need to score on the. Are they?
I'd be calling a timeout.
Oh, they're calling a challenge here.
Yeah, that's a good challenge because
it stops the time.
Stops the time.
Yeah, so it's almost like a third timeout. Now, is it actually a good challenge in terms of the play itself?
You can't take them home with you.
Yeah, but I mean, it's clearly a touchdown, right? There's no 2 ways about this.
I thought it was a clear touchdown.
Like they're just using it to stop the clock, right?
Yeah, it's well used in that way.
Yeah, and if our replay can just advance a little bit, I would just want to make sure that maybe I saw something on the field that was clear. That
we can't tell because we're looking at a picture.
Yeah, it's a still frame right now.
If we were at the museum and we saw a portrait of the game,
like I could see this. Yeah, I could see. Is this not a good enough picture to go on like a museum to like represent FPF?
But wouldn't it describe this game? Wouldn't it describe how this game turned out? Right. As we see Biguet catching it now in the replay.
Are they maybe a flag guard?
No. I think at best they're hoping he stepped out of bounds before he caught the ball.
Oh, okay, maybe I didn't
see that happening.
I didn't pay attention for it, but
it's a maneuver to get a timeout.
It's really the
a smart call.
Yeah. Because so let's assume this call stands because it shouldn't take very long. Look, do Small Giants have to score on the first 4 plays of this drive?
Absolutely.
I think so, because once the game gets down to 5 plays and you're down 2 scores and you haven't scored, it is over. Yeah. It's already over even if you're down 1 score and Mongoose has the ball and there's only 5 plays.
They need to take 2 plays to get to half field.
Yeah.
And then 2 plays to score.
I think 1 play to half field.
Well, ideally, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
to score in 3 plays.
Maximum, exactly.
Score in 3 plays.
Somewhere between 3 to 4 plays to score. And then the next thing they need to do is score in the next 2 plays. And then they need a 4-and-out.
Right.
Or an interception. But I can't imagine Godet takes any chances.
Yeah, no.
Godet's not that guy.
No. He's not that guy in any scenario, let alone in a 2-score lead in a championship final game.
Like, jokes aside, I've known Godet for a long time. I keep saying I hate him just because he cost me a championship.
Right, yeah.
But
But
I
you
know
hate
what
him.
it's like to be the small giants right now, where he's like the he's like a taller kid who puts his hand on the smaller kid's head, and no matter how much you try to punch him, you can't get there.
Yeah.
That's what
Your
it feels
arms
like.
are reaching. Little kid's trying to bully his way through, but you're just too short, not tall enough, not strong enough, and that's the way this game is playing out.
Did just Leonard grab the flag? No, he's not. I see that his hand is empty. Okay,
Yeah.
no. It's just
it's
just a timeout, folks.
for-
It's just a timeout.
For anything, like we're trying to pick anything that maybe might go small giants' way.
Did we perhaps see Biguet take steroids on that play,
So it's
thus making him ineligible?
maybe, definitely not out of bounds. Definitely not a flag guard. I don't
Definitely
know.
in the end zone.
So I really don't know why it's. Maybe they're just. Yeah, it is. It is a touchdown.
Will it be considered to be not a touchdown, just the sheer hatred of Mongoose winning the championship? Nope, it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown.
Yes,
It's
you would
official.
have. You would have liked. To
I
see
would have,
that.
if I was refereeing the booth, I would use my bias to take the touchdown away. Correct.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we're in agreement that the small giants have to score in a minimum of 3 plays and a maximum of 4.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We saw the still frame on our screen for a moment, but that play does feel like a snapshot of the game. We're just out of reach the entire time.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. The game feels out of reach now. Justin Lerner not able to pull in the flag, not able to break on the ball. Justin Lerner's injury seemed to have hampered him on that play as well.
Oh, injury.
Yeah, he came
Did
up
I miss
gingerly
something?
when you were taking a leak. Yeah.
So
He's been limping a little bit, if you notice.
okay. Limp Biscuit or
Yep.
style? Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
one.
Okay.
His biscuits were limping.
Okay. But yes, the previous word you were looking for is microcosm.
Yes.
The play was a
was.
microcosm of
It was.
this larger.
What would the macrocosm be? Flag football in general?
Yes. Just flag football.
Flag football as a concept.
Yeah.
Perhaps, football or soccer as a concept. Ball being snapped to Alex Godet for the convert. He throws it. It is caught. And it's a score. And 33-18 as the clock continues to click, to move away.
Yeah.
Why not call the timeouts now if you're small giants?
Because you're down 2 scores and you can control the tempo on offense.
But you need the maximum time anyway.
Yes, but if I can control the tempo and how fast we go, I can't control how fast Mongoose goes. I'd rather use it on defense.
Fair. We'll see now if Justin Lerner can go up against this defense that knows he needs to score. Ball thrown to the outside, Greg Costellas. And bit of a bear hug at the end of that play.
But you know what? It's in a funny way, he's slowing down the play there.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's making sure that they don't run back to the huddle, which they should be. They look defeated already.
I know, but that's what I've been saying. Their
But
body
they
language
can.
looked that way. That was the most romantic tackle I've ever seen by Marc-Antoine Biguet. Honestly, he looks like a gentle lover.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the word gentle and the word lover.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I once again stole your analysis. Ball snapped to Justin Lerner.
The wheel.
The wheel thrown and is intercepted by Alex Godet, who saw it the entire way. I believe this game to be over. If not officially, unofficially, this game is done.
Well, so unofficially because now the small giants took their timeout.
Yep.
So it is unofficial, but
I saw Alex Godet turning his finger.
yeah. Well, that was me.
No, but Alex did it on the
he
field
did
as
it-
well.
he
Yeah,
did the same
but
thing.
I think he was asking, "Can he do it?" But I
yeah.
thought for a moment they had blown in, 5 plays or whatnot.
So definitely not surprised there that Godet wasn't beat by the wheel route. Like
He saw it.
We saw it from up here on
Yeah.
a bird's eye view. He saw it on the field because he's a veteran FPF, much experience to his name. So he saw it coming from a mile
Yeah.
away. He knew that taking the 5-yard out
Is nothing. It means
is
nothing.
nothing.
Exactly.
So he knows he has to.
You're
take
not
a
going to
step
get
back.
him to bite on a 5-yard out with the game on the line and with the lead. It's just not going to happen. If you do that, you need to throw that ball way upfield, and he didn't do that. Godet now with a tight formation to his left. He has a running back in the backfield now. He's making his way to the outside, and Youssef Galash. I think just he handed the ball to Galash because he's tired of running.
Yeah, just to get him more involved in the game as well, offensively.
He's had a pretty good game, though, overall.
Yes.
A couple of catches, and he's had an impact on Justin Lerner in a way we wouldn't expect.
And it's just a way to not throw an interception is to hand it off.
I've never learned that lesson.
Yes. The worst that can happen is that you fumble the snap and fumble the exchange, and then it's a sack, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball snap to Godet. He has a receiver deep. It's thrown and it's caught. It's another touchdown.
That's it.
If the game wasn't over before, it's over now. And I believe that's Galash once again. You just talked about his involvement in the game. Well, he put a cherry on it.
Yeah, that's it. Wow. That's the deep ball that I talked about in the pregame show with you before we started playing, is that little bit of a slicer. It looks like, what it reminds me of? That's and that's it. That's game. As Tara waves it off, the point will not be good. We're down to zeros. Game
it's 18
over.
points.
Yeah.
It's 18 points, 5 plays, so game's over.
That's it. Just to finish off my thought, it reminds me of Gab Wiseman.
A little bit, yeah.
With that slicing throw. That was the kill shot. Mongoose are your Division 4A Winter 2022 Finals champions.
You took the thing I was supposed to say.
Yes, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I took your 2 of your things.
Yeah.
And we saw, of course, Justin Lerner making a mistake throwing sort of sidearm, underarm on his end.
That was so weird.
It's the pressure of the finals.
There's no other way to explain it, because that really iced the game for both teams. That iced the game for Small Giants. They looked defeated. After that, Mongoose looked elated and never let it go from that moment on.
Elation is amazing amongst all human feelings.
Of course,
it's really up there.
Yeah. And you know what? That's the beauty of this game, is that there's not much that gets you on a high like winning and like making an impact play in a finals game. It's something that I haven't done yet. Hopefully, personally for me tomorrow, I'll be able to make an impact play in another championship final game. But for right now, let's take it to Rob Campana.
We hope. I don't know if there's audio or not.
So this happened last time in our Co-ed 1 finals, but we couldn't hear Rob then. We can't hear Rob now.
But I don't know if the audience is hearing it, because we have a separate audio feed.
Awesome.
And Eagle's not answering me like a jerk. Eagle, are we hearing Rob? Okay.
Le finals MVP, Alex Godet.
Don't hear Rob. You tell me if they hear Rob, though, because that's all the only thing that matters. Yeah. You're ruining the broadcast, Eagle.
All right.
No. We have a separate feed. Okay. It's high.
So as Rob Campana here just shows the...
I don't know if we're supposed to be talking.
The Division 4A banner that's handed over to Mongoose, and he has the shirts to hand out as well.
But after you have sex in the banner, what do you do with it?
You tell me, because you have one.
It's now hanging on someone else's wall.
It's someone else from your team.
Yeah.
Not just a random person.
Yeah, I know. I sold it in the yard sale. No, I'm kidding, of course. No, it's
thank God we had that track bubble.
My sex banner is now hanging in but yeah, so I wonder if it'll be hanging now in Francois Gloria's wall, so he takes it home.
For a week or so. Mm-hmm. And then after that, for sure.
It does appear as though Alex Godet
He has the hardware in his hand.
He controlled the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But stats aside, the way the game felt, it felt as though it was in his hands.
Absolutely. It was within his control the whole way, offensively, and then to boot, defensively, got that last pick in the read perfectly. That was game, set, and match.
If he didn't cement it before that on offense,
on your way.
he cemented it differently.
On defense, so that won the championship.
Alex Godet
All right.
He's obviously a quarterback, but he's incredibly effective as defenders, as we saw.
I can get up.
Division 4A champions. We have it. It's done.
It's Mongoose.
It's Mongoose.
to your non-elation.
So
yeah, it's.
But no. All jokes aside, I'm happy for them. They're great dudes.
Yeah.
But this is what they are. It's insane how well they adapt once they've seen what you do. And we saw it there. There was no surprises for them.
No, absolutely not. And you know what? After all season, I don't think maybe I picked them once or twice to win in our game predictions as we our games.
They started so poorly, right?
Exactly, with that 2-4 record. But I wasn't to be denied one more time. I finally, after all 3 or 2 playoff matchups that they had, I finally did pick them to win this game. And you know what? I kind of saw it going this way. Like, it was within their control the whole way. And that's what we saw.
As Spike Lee would say, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. It was a great game overall. Again, we talked about that pacing, that it was kind of what Mongoose wanted to do. We thought that Small Giants could play at that pacing as well, but we saw eventual that big mistake by just eliminating.
Yeah, and that underhand throw must have been the pressure of the finals, because we can't explain it from up here, so we'd have to, personally ask him what he saw and what was running through his mind. But that is what essentially cost them the game.
So congratulations, Mongoose. Congratulations, Alex Godet, for winning the MVP. Mongoose, the Division 4A champions. Stay tuned for those watching at home on our live stream. The Division 4B championship is next.